All right. Hello and welcome to Saffron Honey Chai. My guest today, my resident baddie, Rebecca. And we're about to talk about what?
Mr. Zohran Mamdani himself.
Our illustrious Khalifa. Just a joke, Fox News. Don't get weird. I, I cannot describe how I felt when I checked the polls and I saw that he had guaranteed the win. When I saw that 49% and Cuomo sitting there at 41, I know no one was happier than me and Curtis Silla that night.
Mr. I got shot in the back of a taxi.
He was like, I got shot. I'm hurt. But at least Cuomo's hurt worse.
No, literally. The amount of especially brown joy, black joy, just watching a young 34-year-old make it, and everybody's just like, can he do this? Let's give him a chance.
Let's definitely give him a chance. I think we're so used to there being like actual geriatric patients in places of authority that we're not used to seeing like a young person. So it's like, oh my God, he's basically fresh out of high school. He's never had a job. When realistically, he's had multiple jobs and was just an assemblyman for Queens. So it's not like he's a stranger to the city. He actually knows the city. He's a part of the city. This is a New York City boy. He fully encapsulates all of New York City through and through. But like, what do you have to? I feel like they're just saying that because he's brown.
100%. I don't know if you know about we've heard about the terrible jokes that have been made to him just because he's Muslim and he identifies as Muslim. And he says it and he wears it proudly on his chest. And we love him for that. But the amount of discrimination that he's faced and the things that have been linked to him, and just like, no, you need to get your facts. You need to come to the table with your facts. Like how I don't know if you know, but like people, they're making it like a requirement for folks that have like podcasts that make sure that they have a degree to talk about what they're going to talk about.
Man,
I feel like we need to run that with the press.
we need to run that with the press a little bit because I actually do have a marketing degree. So like, I know how to.
What else? What?
No, we're not doing that. But actually, I do know how to be fair and balanced about this sort of thing. And ultimately, I've seen some of the jokes with him say, oh yeah, this terrorist is going to have a 9/11 every day. We had basically 40 9/11s over the course of COVID because 3,000-ish people died during 9/11 and 45,000 people, a little more than that, died during COVID in New York City alone. Not even including the state. So, to say that, and especially, like, oh, he's so junior, he doesn't know anything, because it's just because two things. He's brown, three things. He's brown, he's born in Africa, and he's young. So they're going to do anything and everything to discount him. So while I was really happy that he won, I was kind of shocked as well because, man, they really were trying to say, oh, he's never had a job before. He's never done anything before. But at the very least, he's young, he's educated, and he doesn't need 18,000 medications to stand up or even be wheeled in front of people, which is fine. It's fine. Various states of ability and disability. That's a way to exist. We need disabled people in our society. That's what I'm getting at right here.
You're getting at the rich old white men.
Yes, who have no bearing on society, who don't necessarily know anything about what's going on. It's like, how much could an orange cost? $10? Like, they have no connection to us whatsoever. But he actually does have connection. He was taking the train every day.
Yeah.
He was on the bus. People kept running into him on the bus and in the club.
There were like groups of people that like went with him wherever like he was going for like a big meeting, and they're like, let's ride the bus with Zohran. Like, when are you ever gonna hear that sentence?
Bloomberg wasn't riding the bus with nobody.
Cuomo was so disconnected. He was like, what do you mean, what's my favorite spot in all of the branches? Don't you just go to like Red Lobster? And we're like, maybe let's try Little Flower. Like, let's check out like Kebab King. Like, let's get a bit diverse. Maybe try the subway to Astoria.
Well, he's Midtown. He's a Midtown boy, It's just as close as Albany, That's his vibe.
This is true.
Man.
I think I felt a lot of hope when Mamdani, like, when I was like looking and scrolling and I was on FaceTime, I was just like, no way he's actually. And then it said like projected winner. I was like, oh my God, he actually did it. Like it was a face that I was putting up. I'm just like, of course he's gonna get it. But honestly, we've been like with
We've been let down before.
yeah, we're just like, nah, she got it. And then they're like, no, he got it. But then later on we found out.
Yeah.
And we're like,
Scams, as always.
so this one was really just like a big win for
Mhm.
all of the folks that really I basically come with the same like confidence and dreams and aspirations and like that are in like the homes of immigrants
Yeah.
and people that like really say what they're gonna say, mean it, and like take it into action. Because he, like you said, he had jobs before, and I recently found out like his backstory I was very curious about like his campaign and the strategies that his marketing team used.
Yes.
And a lot of it was like very New York core,
Mm-hmm.
specifically city core too, a lot of it too. And I was so like intrigued by him and taxi drivers, and I read up the whole story about like the medallions that they used to have and how they used to be like 100 million and all that other stuff, and how he went on a hunger strike. And I was like, well, this is my actual mayor.
This is my actual mayor.
And honestly, all the stuff that they keep on putting out about him, they're trying to find a bad side of him. Anything that they put out just makes me love him even more.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely like he is hope core for me.
He truly is hope core. Because what do you mean his whole entire campaign was just him talking to actual New Yorkers and getting our view on things, our take on things? What would it take for you to believe in a politician? Because a lot of us, we're so disillusioned, especially like young liberal people, we're disillusioned with the Democratic Party
Yeah.
because we've seen over and over again, they make these big promises. But then when they're running, they're just running on being Democrats. They're not running on any actual policy. But he was running on policy. And then, oh, this is crazy. He actually had stuff to back it up. He's like, yeah, I'm going to raise the taxes, but it's just going to be to what they're doing in Jersey right there.
Mhm.
So we can't be like, oh, it's never been done before. This socialist, he's going to destroy his communism, because it's happened in the tri-state area. So try again. Try again. Is so It's so laughable and amazing because of all the things, this was not on my 2025 bingo.
No, not at all.
I did not expect that we would not only actually win a Democratic primary and be happy about it, but we would kill Cuomo in the primary as well. So bad, he was like, I'm gonna run as an independent. I'm a Manhattan boy. We got it. And then he would also get killed in the actual election and be like, well, such is fate.
His endorsement really just that was the final.
Oh yeah. Honestly, the worst thing in the world that Trump could have done to him was give him that endorsement. Honestly, if he had hated him, he'd be like, I hate that Cuomo. I hope he fails. That would have actually gave him a little boost. Like, oh, Trump hates him? Wait a minute. Let's give this guy a shot. He might be all right. But the worst thing in the world he could have done, especially since he initially and has always been a Democrat. So
Yeah,
a
the
Republican endorsing, what were we thinking? Was thinking in the room?
Thinking was not even present in the tri-state area.
Please. Thinking was on vacation in California.
Thinking was with what's his name? I think it's the Governor Gavin Newsom.
Oh, thinking was over there with Gavin Newsom.
With the Prop 50, man. It was Democrats winning across the board, and it's like
It was a great night. It was a great night. What a beautiful Tuesday.
no, it was literally like what a time to be alive. What else? I wanted to tell you that I was really excited about his speech when he won. I feel like that moment needs to be captured and it can never be sold because the joy that was bursting from people in Brooklyn, Astoria, Queens, Manhattan, even the folks in like the people that even people in Bayside that were majority like Cuomo.
Yeah.
But I just I just need to talk about his exit song, Duma Chale.
What that mean?
What's that? Doom Chale is basically a song in the Doom trilogy. So I have Doom 2, Doom 3. It's basically, well, there's a lot of miscommunication about what that song means and what he was trying to say. my interpretation of it is that he's saying like, let's start up the uproar.
Per.
Like that's a song like you play like mic drop. Like that's it. Like we close that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not stealing from the rich. Maybe some folks might interpret it as etherage
Yeah.
because of the folks that are just like, I'm gonna leave as soon as Mamdani enters office, city hall. I'm leaving. I'm taking like I'm leaving my apartment. And we're just like, Pinky promise. Maybe I can get one of those apartments.
Oh my God. Imagine rate controlled high rise.
Affordable.
Overlooking Central Park.
It was like I just know like rewatching that scene is just like I'm not even alive. I'm not even alive. What do you mean? Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani just exited his interview with him playing Doom Matali. It was just like the hardcore Bollywood moment where people are just like not really I mess with this guy.
I mess with this guy for real. I love it here. Because, during his campaign, they were like, oh, you can't tell people you're Muslim. You got to play down the brownness. You have to play down, like, every part about you that's ethnic and kind of scary.
They wasn't playing down their racism.
Ooh, clock it.
The 9/11 jokes in quotations because none of that is funny at all. The way that they were targeting this man was indespicable. It was just like, no, you don't do that to a person. To a human?
No.
Nonetheless, because they're in the spotlight and you don't like what they're saying?
I can't even hold you. I have not seen, I've seen one ad because I've been paying for YouTube Premium for the past like 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've never seen ads. So whenever they're like, yeah, they're really going after people in the political ads, I'm like, can you tell me about that? Because I haven't seen an advertisement on YouTube. And that's how I mainly view things. That or, sites that don't make me watch a commercial like Netflix or whatever. So I have not seen any of except for one. It was like, this guy is not qualified. He's never had a big role in any type of political scene. And I don't know what to tell you. It's almost like you have to do the role to be good at the role.
Labor?
Labor. Because no one was saying that about, no one was saying that about our president when he'd never had a political position in his entire life. He never was in politics at all. I don't think he was a council member even once or even sat on any board besides a board for a corporation. And then he ran all those into the ground and they're like, yeah, he could be president.
I think that's another thing why people are so shocked because Zoran's a brown man and he isn't rich or white or old.
Well, he's a little rich.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I do be forgetting.
Yeah. I mean, because it's not just him. Like, he comes from a somewhat wealthy family. They're not ridiculously wealthy.
His dad.
Man.
I just
did a little research.
Just glazed the surface, but I didn't even know how cool, how badass his parents are.
Yes.
I was like
his mother directed The Namesake. I love that movie. That movie made me cry. And Mississippi Masala with Denzel Washington. So she's definitely part of the highly educated artist class.
100%.
And I do think that has influenced how he's able to view the world because this is how I've always interpreted Zohran Mamdani. He is third culture to the core. And third culture, I basically got that from Winnie from Third Culture Chinese. She makes these comics about her life and how she grew up in all these different places. But Mamdani fully encapsulates that third culture spirit because he was born in Uganda, but he's Indian, and he was raised back and forth in America. So when you see the old interviews, he's speaking with his Ugandan accent. And it doesn't sound like he's putting on a show or anything. That's just who he is. He speaks in the Ugandan accent because he grew up in Uganda, partially. And he can also code switch into the American English accent, which we saw him do in The Big Smile because, unfortunately, he had to do The Big Smile to wave off some of the scary Muslim guy allegations. Sad but true. That's exactly why he had to do it.
Reality.
And because he has been living in this world where he speaks all these languages, not necessarily because he was wealthy and they coached him through all this, just because he was in the world. He's been in the world. He's been a DJ. He's been talking to people his whole life. He's been getting in with people his whole life and just communicating with community and building community amongst the world. And so, of course, now when it's time to be in the city that is the city, the most diverse city in the entire world. Of course, this is the time for him to shine as his third culture king self,
100%.
because he's the only person, I think, for a long time that's been able to really speak to the soul of the city.
100%, yeah.
Like, there's no one else who understands the voice of New York to that degree.
And if you look at the past events that he's had,
Mm.
it was just leading up to the victory. Because how many people, how many politicians per se, can get people out for scavenger hunts?
Man, can get people to volunteer for free to do the canvassing?
They even reached my door. I was just like, guys, I'm already, look at my poster. It's like,
We're already in it. Thank you. Knock on these people's doors next door, though.
this is the sewer from
The
Girls
Cuomo's.
Trip. Yeah.
Come on, come on, come on. I know I'm in some group chat somewhere because I took a picture with the auntie who was giving out
The pin.
the poster.
Oh.
So she gave me the little thing, and I was like, so I know I'm in a WhatsApp group chat somewhere. Like, yeah, see, everyone's really into it,
And you know what? As she should. She just like, come out, young folk, and vote. And we did.
and I'm so
I
happy.
think it's one of the highest voter, like the young, like under 30, I think,
Yeah,
percentages of voters that like came out and
I
voted.
think it's the highest voter turnout in New York for like at least 50 years.
Has to be.
I don't think we've had a higher turnout, because the last time we had over 1 million, it wasn't even the 21st century yet. We were still we were still closer to the steam engine than we were to here. That's how excited people were, because people were still like, oh, whatever, I guess I'll vote. And now they're like, oh, no, I gotta make sure I'm out there. I've never seen it that crowded at a voting station
Mm-hmm.
any other time besides a presidential election. Clock it.
They had us in the first half, man.
They had us in the first half. I'm really happy, though. I'm so happy about this. Now, of course, he is a politician. We have to have our healthy skepticism of
We have to hold
politicians.
them accountable to
We
what
do.
what he's said.
Yeah, you got to stand on it, because that's the one thing about New Yorkers. You tell a New Yorker something, you better stand on it, or else we're going to call you out.
Also, I think he's already he's in his path to success. He's carving it out more because there was a lot of discourse back and forth on like the events that he's attending, specifically the Veterans Day parade that has recently passed. Everyone's like, "Where's Zohran?" Zohran was actually, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, at a shelter with veterans, asking them, like, feeding them and asking them, it's like, "How can I like?" Since I didn't get your vote, what can I do to help improve it? And like he was generally having like real deep conversations with them. Like what's up? Like, well, let's talk.
Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Yeah, because of course a parade is nice, but if you're a veteran and you're having issues with the VA and you're not able to get your benefits that you need, or you're maybe not even able to eat this month, like you're really struggling, you've served this country and now you're on food stamps. That's really hard, especially because they don't just serve this country, like they put their lives and their bodies on the line. And sometimes they come back and there's really no one caring for them to such an extent, because the VA is already overextended and then the government still shut down for some reason. So they they almost can't be served properly because it's understaffed, they're underserved, and after they serve, they really do need that little boost up to be able to make it, because a lot of service members, they leave disabled in some way, shape, or form. Even if
100%.
they're not physically disabled, they come out with PTSD, they come out with stress disorders of other kinds. It's a really difficult thing to be in the armed forces. So to hear that he was there, that actually does warm my heart, and we'll put a source on that. I'll make sure there's something in the doobly-doo down there, so. But I think that does just show the kind of character he is, because Cuomo, he would have been at that damn parade like, hey,
Literally.
hit him in right there. Yeah, veterans.
Basically all of the politicians that we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Our mayor.
Our mayor. Our mayor.
When I say it, sometimes I really can't believe it. Like, I know I'm just gonna be in like a state of disbelief
Yeah.
until like he's actually like in City Hall, like doing his thing.
First.
The 111th mayor being sworn in on 1/1. If you believe in angel numbers, 111.
Fresh start. It's a fresh start. I feel good about this and what this means for the city. I do think there will be a lot of pushback with getting what he's trying to get done. People don't want to pay higher taxes, especially the wealthier people. People feel upset at the concept of someone else getting a leg up. So if it's like free, cheap, easy grocery stores where everything is more affordable, they're gonna be like, wow, why do poor people need that? They don't deserve that. And they're like, it's never been done before, but it has been done because if you've ever heard of a military base, they have cheap and affordable groceries, everything basically not at cost, but it's like at a 4% ish markup.
Mm-hmm.
All of it can be done. It just requires teamwork. And I do think like some of the quote unquote lack of experience he has is definitely being addressed by his transition team because he has some hard hitters in there. Lena Khan alone,
I've been reading up on her. Every other thing more is just like,
the
oh,
corporations are trembling. They tremble before her words, before her might. They tremble before her. Oh, they're scared to death. I just know.
like it's just like every outlet that's like reported on her has basically been like what they're trying to like smear, been bad press about her.
Yes.
But like it just paints her in such like a badass light.
Yeah. Oh, so she's the warrior that New York needs? She's gonna save us?
Save me.
Save
me,
Lena.
please,
Save me, Lena Khan, please. Oh, this has been great. And it's been especially great to experience this with you because I know you and we've been staying very aware and abreast of the political issues. We've had very deep conversations about the stuff that's been going on. And honestly, because I'm always in your story. When I saw the post about like, wow, this is going to be such a point of pride for, brown people in New York,
Yeah.
I really shed a tear because I remembered that time when we were going to my house
Mm-hmm.
and you were nervous to play your music. And that always stays in the back of my mind. Like every time I look at you, I'm like, I'm so glad that you share your culture with me and you share.
You're gonna make me cry.
I'm about to cry. Like you share who you are with me because I know like it's very easy for people to, pick on brown people as like, they're other, they're this, they're that. But it's just beautiful that there'll be even more legitimacy for everyone. Like, you guys are not just brown people, you're our people, you're New Yorkers, and you're Americans, and y'all belong here with us. And I'm proud to know you, and I'm proud to call you my friend, and I'm proud that I have been able to experience this life with you and see things through your eyes when you share that lens with me. So I do want to thank you for being that person here, being with us, and showing me the world a little differently.
I didn't even know that you remembered that.
I think about it twice a week. I was not joking with you.
It was like one of those experiences that you grow up, especially you're just like, I don't know if I can share this part of myself with people. And you're my best friend. I'm really happy that I was able to share it with you. Like now you listen to all of my brown music, even like the mashups that I listen to on SoundCloud.
Please, I do. I really enjoy them too.
And I fuck with you hard to be able to listen to you with like SoundCloud. We about to play Numachale on the way home in solidarity. Love you, Zohran.
We love you, Zohran. Well, I didn't expect to end on a tearful note, but let's say cut the cameras. Congratulations to Mamdani. This is the future liberals want.
Yeah.
And here's to a bright and beautiful 2026 to 2020 to 2030 rather.
Built on immigrants, made by immigrants, serving immigrants.
Per our American people. All right, and that's the end. Thanks so much for making it to the end of this one. I really hope you enjoyed it. Even if you didn't, comment section's right there for you to let me know. Rain or shine, like or dislike. That all helps me out to know what the audience is responding to, and it also helps the YouTube algorithm to know if you hate me, such is fate, but if you like me, please share it with me. I would love to know. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and don't be afraid to look in the description.